I'm Lori Meggs.
And I'm Bill Hubscher. Welcome to Focus on Marshall. On today's edition, we're going to talk to the Chief Information Officer out here at the Marshall Space Flight Center and learn more about the many different areas they support.
Including this room right here where they do IT security. But first, let's take a look at the Reusable Solid Rocket Motor Project and their latest nighttime test.
We're in building 4202, and we are joined by Jody Singer. She is the manager of the Reusable Solid Rocket Motor Project. First of all, thanks a lot for being here today.
You're welcome.
Let's start with, a definition of the office and what your part of the mission is here.
Okay, with the Reusable Solid Rocket Motor, or referred to as the RSRM, we're responsible for making sure the hardware is ready to fly, making sure that it's safe, that we've processed it right, and that we deliver it to our customer down at the KSC to make sure that it's ready for a successful launch. We also make sure we take care of the test and any other thing that's responsible for making sure for safe flight.
Well, just so that we can make sure everybody knows exactly what we're talking about, we have a model of the shuttle back here. Can you show us exactly where the Reusable Solid Rocket Motor is? Sure.
This is referred to as the Solid Rocket Booster, or SRB. The motor is a portion in here that has the propellant and actually gives the thrust of the motor. It burns for 123 seconds into flight, and it provides about 80% of the thrust up into space.
We have actually seen on a previous edition of Focus on Marshall, we got to see one of the subscale tests of the motor down in the East Test area, but we don't do full-scale testing down there. Why is that?
Well, one of the reasons is you have to have a wide open place to make sure that it's safe and that you can have the right structure to do it. What we do is we utilize Marshall here to take care of subsystem scale testing. It allows us to take a design or an obsolescence issue, work it on a subscale, small version of it, and then we can fine-tune it and then put it on a full-scale motor, and then we take the full-scale motors and test them in Utah, because there we have a wide open range in the desert, and it makes it very safe, and it has the facility to do it.
So what kind of challenges, though, do you face trying to run a test based out of Marshall but way up in Utah?
Well, it's always location, but we have great location, great communication with our folks. We have ATK, our contractor, who's a critical part of this and making it happen. We also get a lot of support from the engineering director at SNMA, and a lot of support from Marshall Space Flight Center that helps us with our flight readiness reviews. And then a lot of us travel out to Utah for the actual test.
I understand there was some unique aspects to your most recent test in Utah.
Yes. One of the unique things we did is we tested at night. This was the second time we've ever tested at night, and one of the benefits we got from it was the ability to look at our asset imagery from our cameras. There are cameras that are mounted on the solid rocket booster, and what this test did, it gave us an ability to look at what we would see at a night launch and to get the best angle, best definition to be able to see what we can best see on a shuttle launch as far as with ascent.
That sounds great. And Jody, thanks very much for seeing us today.